What's going on, guys? It's Danny here, and this is gonna be a Spirit Breaker replay commentary video. It's my player perspective, the full game, so it's like a gameplay at the same time. But I will be doing it as a replay commentary like I did yesterday with the Lifestealer video. Speaking of that, I can't believe I forgot to say how good Radiance is against PL. I just forgot to say that. If I'm playing Lifestealer and there is a Phantom Lancer in the enemy team, there is a big chance I would go Radiance for the Radiance build. It's really good against illusions and especially PL type of illusions. I just wanted to mention that because I forgot yesterday. Now this video, hopefully I can make it educational, even better than yesterday's educational video. That was the first one I've done in a very long time. This one is going to be about Spirit Breaker and position 4 in general. I'm sure this will help a lot of you. I hope it helps a lot of you. If you are new to the game or you don't play it much or low MMR, you may not know. Position 4, like I want this video to be Spirit Breaker educational and overall position 4 educational, because there isn't that much educational about Spirit Breaker, so I want to make it as well as for the position 4 role in general. So I don't have any better words to describe the position 4 support role than you are the hero that makes stuff happen. Like, that's it. You are the hero that makes things happen on the map. I'm going to be mentioning heroes and their ability to do stuff. Like, position 4, you are the hero that makes kills happen, initiates fights, and you just overall do stuff constantly, non-stop. So, position 4 heroes. Spirit Breaker, you charge people. Naga Siren, you go out of nowhere with Ensnare and sleep. Clockwork, Hookshot, Initiate / pick off. With Pudge, you can hook. Pudge is currently being a lot more popular because his hook got buffed in 7.18. You can hook people, buy a Blink Dagger later, and Blink Dismember as an initiation for a pick off. Sand King and Earthshaker. Early game, you gank with stuns and roam. A little bit later, you buy a Blink Dagger and you initiate for pickoffs or initiate fights. And Tusk, you have Snowball and you have Ice Shards for the early game kills. Bounty Hunter, you offer a lot of vision. You walk around invisible and scout and look for kills. You can't make like the kills happen exactly as a bounty hunter. That's what I don't like too much about him. But you can scout, and if you have teammates with kill potential, they will get the kills and you just get the track gold. And most importantly, you're the one who gives the information. So pretty much the heroes I mentioned are the position 4 support heroes. They are the heroes that don't spend most of their gold on support contribution items. This is important. The guy who buys constantly wards and spends half or most of his net worth in sentries and observers, that's the position 5. In this game, it's the Warlock. You still buy observers, and most importantly, you buy detection if there are invisible enemies in the game, Shadowblade or any hero with invisibility, because you are the one who makes those kills happen, so it's extremely important for you to have detection always. And you also do buy observers, but you buy a lot less because you need items that can help you make stuff happen. And I know I've been talking only for 4.5 minutes, but I think this is extremely important and I really wanted to mention it, and I hope it helps. Understanding the position 4 and 5. What I have been explaining is the position 4. You do stuff. So now let's get into the game. And as a Spirit Breaker, in particular Spirit Breaker hero, I like starting with Orb of Venom every game. Orb of Venom and Tango this game. I would like to criticize a little bit my starting build. I would like to criticize the Stout Shield and say that that might not have been the right choice, because in the early game, as a position 4, you're constantly going to be fighting heroes and trading with heroes. So, depending on who you trade with and how you trade with, that can help you decide if you need a Stout Shield or more regen and get a stick from the shop, right? So you either start with a Stout Shield or you get a magic stick from the side shop and you start with more regen. So in this game, I'm going to be off lane together with my Centaur, and we're going to lane against a Skyrat and a Spectre. Now, when I go aggressive on the Spectre, she might fight me back, but she won't really that much. The hero I will be fighting and trading with the most will be the Skyrat Mage. And the Skyrat Mage right-clicks you, but what he does more damage with is the Q ability, the Arcane Bolt. Yeah, it's called Arcane Bolt. He right-clicks, but his right-click is 48 damage on level 1. It's not that strong. Right here, I charge the Spectre to stun him and delay him, and then I take the Bounty Rune. Very important to use any stun abilities to secure the Bounty Runes in the beginning of the game. I think we might get this First Blood here because the Skyrat is a little bit out of position. And this is when the Orb of Venom comes into play, because it slows the movement speed. And... okay, we don't really get the kill. But I don't think I die either. Okay, I don't die either. The enemy Pudge TPs to the bottom lane and hooks me. I thought the Pudge is going to be dual laning with Beastmaster. So now I'm very low HP and mana, and I'm just running straight base. It's not the best thing ever to be forced to run back to base like this. But I have no other choice. If I stay in lane, I might die. I don't have a salve. And this is exactly what I mean. If I didn't start with Stout Shield, yeah, maybe I wouldn't block a lot of damage from their right clicks and maybe I would have died, but I don't think so. If I started with more regen, I would have had a salve and I would be able to stay in lane. So the point I wanted to make there is, yeah, my Centaur here gets picked off because he was playing aggressive on 5 enemies, on 3 enemies. Enemies tri-laning, and if you're solo laner, you can't really play aggressive on them. Like, it's extremely simple. You cannot play aggressive alone against 3 heroes. You are simply just gonna get run at and die. Because they are 3 and you're 1, right? It's a little misplay from the Centaur, it's okay. The way Centaur needs to be aggressive is he needs to wait for me. Like, we need to be together. So with Spirit Breaker, if I didn't start with Stout Shield but with more regen, I would have had a salve and stay in lane and not have to back to base. The Magic Stick obviously is the best item early game against the Skyrat Mage because he spams Arcane Bolts and you get charges and then you heal with them. It's really nice. So the point is, if you are going to be trading with the enemy support and he deals most of his damage physical, then starting with the Stout Shield is really good. If most of the damage from the enemy, like a Skyrat Mage, is magical, then getting more regen and a little bit into the game, like 1 minute into the game or so, you get a magic stick from the side shop. And actually now it's happening something. Okay, I thought I would go base again and I was gonna say that I shouldn't, even if I'm low HP, because then I would be spending a lot of time running back to base and back to the lane. By the way, what I did there with my previous charge was I forced the Skyrat Mage to go base. So oh, I think this is a kill. I have a bash, yeah. Okay, so because earlier with my charge, I forced Skyrat Mage to go base because he had no HP regen either. now the Spectre was alone in lane, and we were able to get a very easy kill. So killing the enemy carry like that in the early game is extremely good. It's very, very nice. Now Skyrad Mage is back, and I don't have to go base this time because I can just use my stick and get mana for a charge. So now Centaur is gonna die again. I'm charging the Spectre to deal as much damage as possible. So as a position 4, you are... in this meta currently, in this patch, position 4 most of the time is the support that goes together with the position 3 offlaner, and you just pressure the enemy safe lane. I'm gonna okay, see the magic wand again? I just use the magic wand and survive. And I actually told him this is possible, and it really was. I died after that, but Spectre died before I died, so Spectre did not get any experience from my death. Like, it was really, really good. At this point of the game, Spectre is level 3 and the support Sky is level 2. But my Centaur is going to be 4 after one more creep. He's almost 4 and I'm level 3.5. So we are out leveling them. Like, we're doing super, super well. And another thing about Spirit Breaker I wanted to mention is to not charge like this. Like, you charge like this when you are getting out of base, right? But when you're intending to gank and kill a hero, you should charge from the side. Right now you can see where I'm going to position myself, right here. This is where you charge from when you want to make kills happen. You charge enemies from behind because they won't see it coming. If you charge them straight from in front, they will see you and they will just back off. You are charging them in front when you're getting out of base, right? Position 4 support, you make stuff happen on the map, you gank lanes early game. I see an opportunity to fight top because Warlock and Medusa are getting pressured and I charge. Right now I'm staying around the top lane because 5 minutes in, there are the bounty runes. My objective is to take bounty runes. As a position 4, another important thing you should be doing, taking bounty runes because you have a stun to secure them. This is an easy kill. The Pudge comes to try and take the bounty rune. And all I had to do there is juke the hook. I just had to juke the hook so he doesn't kill me. Maybe it wouldn't be enough damage, I don't know, but I still juked it. Now me and Medusa are going to Shrine. You should be looking to Shrine as a position 4 and avoid going back to base as much as possible. So far in this game I went back to base only once and then a second time when I died. Other than that, I've been constantly doing stuff. As you can see now, I see an opportunity on the top lane. The Beastmaster is by himself. I have my duo lane that's on the top lane. So I charge and I make a kill happen. Like, without me, those kills probably would not be happening. The earlier charge when we killed both Pudge and Beastmaster, and now when we kill the Beastmaster, those kills probably would not happen without me. So now I'm charging bottom, but this is something you should also avoid doing. Charging through creeps. You can see how Necrophos is saying Spirit Breaker missing, like he's pinging out my charge. You should be trying to avoid that. Charging in front of creeps vision, you know. Always charge somewhere from the trees. And behind enemies where they won't see you. So right now, Skyrat is trying to go aggressive and harass the Centaur, and I'm charging him. And here, I'm trying to kill the Skyrat. I think Centaur dies, but I also get a kill on the Skyrat, so it's like oh, I don't get the kill on Skyrat, but I TP out. Okay. And Zeus gets a kill on Skyrat. Zeus with ultimate. Sweet. So as you can see, I am buying a ward, but like at this point of the game, the Warlock, including the minute 0 wards, the Warlock probably should have bought like 2 or 3 already. And this is my first one I buy. So as a position 4, you are still buying support items, but a lot less. Because you need the items... I'm repeating myself, but you know, you need the items that help you make stuff happen. In this case, on a Spirit Breaker, one of the most important items to have is Urn of Shadows. You are the hero that makes stuff happen. You are constantly part of kills. And when you are constantly part of kills, then Urn of Shadows is really good, right? Because you participate in kills and you get a lot of Urn of Shadow charges. So Urn of Shadows pretty important on this hero. There is a Skyrat there. And I should have taken this haste, but I misplayed and let Skyrat deny it. Zeus was coming, but I told him Skyrat is there, and I should have taken the rune. I let Skyrat deny it. Okay. Another thing about Spirit Breaker, use the nighttime in your advantage. Very nice pick off. The Spectre is alone in lane, so I'm going to charge, and my offlaner is a Centaur. After my charge, he follows up with stun, he has a big nuke, and we just get a very easy kill on the enemy carry. And at this point, as you can see, my carry is playing on a defensive lane with a Warlock. So he's free farming, he has 4,000 net worth, and the enemy carry Spectre is already 500 net worth behind because we killed him 3 times. He also got kills, but we killed him 3 times, and because of the pressure, he's not getting every single CS. So he's starting to fall a little bit behind in net worth. This is your objective, one of your objectives as a position 4 in this patch, together with your offlaner, to not let the enemy carry free farm. So now I see an opportunity to charge top again. Beastmaster is completely by himself. They might have observer somewhere and see me, so... Oh, looks like I don't really care. We are going under the tower. He gets the roar off, but doesn't do anything. Doesn't kill anyone. So we get another Beastmaster kill and the 10-minute bounty runes. Very important. Let Zeus have the bounty rune because he has a bottle. And he's bottling me up to full HP, so I don't have to go base. And now I'm charging the bottom lane again. This time my charge is going behind the tower. Behind the tier 1 tower. It's not in vision of the creeps. So one thing as a Spirit Breaker again, use night time in your advantage. Oh, are we gonna kill him? Oh yeah, me and Warlock kill the Spectre here because he has Golem ready. And I get a nice bash. And Warlock actually claims the kill with the ultimate. Sorry, Zeus gets the kill. Typical Zeus, you know. He gets the kill. I'm just joking, it's not a bad thing. I actually like a lot that Zeus got the kill because he's a core hero that needs farm items to be strong. If Zeus has a bad start, that hero is gonna get destroyed in the mid game. Zeus needs a really good start, and my Zeus in this game is having it. He has 11 minutes Arcane Boots and Kaya, so he's like even higher net worth than the Medusa at the moment. So he's having a really good start. And as you can see, I'm part of 11 out of 13 kills. The early game laning stage has been going perfect for us. We made a lot of kills happen, and now we're gonna be transitioning into the mid game. Really nice pick off by my teammates. In this game, like... Oh, okay, that's a Warlock kill as well. Warlock just shows up. And this is when the this is the good thing and the importance of Urn of Shadows. Because I have an urn here, very important. I am healing Zeus and myself, and we're able to take this tier 1 tower. If we didn't have an urn, like a lot of people, the tower gets denied unfortunately, but it's like still, you know, one objective down. Now it opens a lot of space on the map for us, so we can invade and and not let enemies be there and farm. So Zeus gets an Arcane Rune and goes bottom. We should be able to get this Spectre kill with my charge. So we get this kill. Another thing that's very important is as a position 4. I should have mentioned this already, I think, but it's okay. At least I didn't forget to mention it. You should be very careful who you play around. You should, like, most of the time you're gonna need to play against heroes that have kill potential. For example, in this game, if me and Warlock, only us two, attempt a kill, and Warlock has no ultimate, it probably won't happen. If me and Zeus go for a kill, Zeus has that much amount of damage that with my charge and ultimate disables, he will be able to get the kill very easily. And I didn't even have to use the ultimate because Warlock used his ultimate. So for example, my charge and Zeus's damage can get us a kill. My charge followed up by Centaur, Stun and Nuke can get us a kill. But my charge with Medusa, I think after my charge, enemies are just gonna simply walk away. If I don't have ultimate, enemies are gonna run away. And Medusa, all she can do is right click. She doesn't have a slow, she doesn't have a stun. She's a very like a very passive early and mid game farmer hero. And if Medusa is given absolute free farm, which is the case right now, she's gonna come out with 20 minutes 2-3 slot items because she flash farms with Mask of Madness. And she's gonna be super fat. And she's gonna snowball the game and finish it really early. I think that's what happens in this game. So the point is, me and Medusa can't really get a kill that easily. Me and Warlock, who doesn't have ultimate, can't get a kill very easily. So I should be playing around the Zeus, and as you can see, I am together with the Zeus at the moment. It's very important to realize with who you can kill. And the most important thing, and a lot of people fail, is they don't realize that they can't solo kill. Maybe the offlaner, the position 3, like for example Beastmaster with Roar and Medallion and Shadowblade. Maybe he can, and Necronomicon, you know, maybe he can get a solo kill. Axe with Blade Mail, maybe he can get a solo kill. Those are the heroes on the position 3 that might be able to get solo kills. A lot of people who play position 4 support, like, they play by themselves. They play the game alone. And they fail at getting a kill. They die instead, and then they start raging and start getting mad. And I'm like, you're fucking up. You are playing the game alone. You are playing Dota. It's a team game. You need to realize that your role is not to play alone. The one who can play alone and get solo pickoffs is maybe the offlaner, but then it's not every hero, right? It's not every hero. Axe with Blade Mail can. So Beastmaster TP's here, but we have a really nice aggressive observer. Really nice aggressive observer on the enemy jungle, and we are getting kills when they TP to Shrine. This Necrophos is chasing a lot, and he dies. Zeus dies unfortunately here, but Medusa joins the fight. And at this point of the game I was like, holy shit, we have a Medusa? At this point of the game I was like, hell yeah. My carry joins a fight and we own it. So as a position 4 support, the hero that makes stuff happen, try your best to think with who you can get pickoffs and how do you get those pickoffs. Sometimes, depending on the heroes you play against and the heroes you play with, Pick-offs will not be possible without a smoke. So think who you get pick-offs with and how do you get them. If you need a smoke, the position 3, the hero that makes stuff happen. Smoke is an item that helps stuff happen, so it's your job most of the time. You are buying the smokes, like you are still buying supportive items. Smokes, dusts are also considered, like they count as supportive items. So don't let like people make you think you should be buying all the observer wards as a position 4. That's position 5's job. Like you make stuff happen, and dust and smokes help you make stuff happen. And you are the one who needs to buy those. And the Urn of Shadows. Most of the time in almost every Dota game, position 4, your job is going to be to buy Urn of Shadows. You need to keep having constant sustain from Urn of Shadows. So after a one fight, this is the most important thing. Good thing I remember to mention this. The way you take objectives is after you pick off. If you take a fight... Oh, I found a Pudge, by the way. Hello, Pudge. You're dead, sir. What are you doing there? Trying to hook somebody? I kill you. You don't hook. And now we get more kills and more pick-offs. And you can see how I am in this constant aggressive position. And always ready to do stuff. I am not farming creeps as a position 4. Don't spend the entire game farming. Your job is not to farm. You should be constantly in an aggressive position waiting to do stuff. I get roared here. It's really good that he roared me. They have no roar anymore, and I can just vessel myself and get full HP. Vessel is a really good upgrade of Urn of Shadows for Spirit Breaker. In this game they have a Necrophos, a hero that heals himself a lot. So Medusa gets hooked here, and we are forced to disengage, run away. I'm just charging the mid lane. Actually here... Yeah, okay, this is good. This is good, yeah. Instead of completely abandoning the Zeus and charging mid to save myself, I was ready to sacrifice myself. I was ready to... Like, I stopped my charge and I ulted the Skyrat to stop him from killing Zeus. And even if I died there, it's worth for me because my position 2 Zeus survives. And it's really important for the position 1 and 2 carries to be alive as much as possible so they can continue gaining. Like, their job is to gain consistently, gain gold and experience, out level, out farm the enemy carries, be stronger than them, and end the game when you're stronger than the opponent. That's pretty much Dota. Your goal is to be stronger than the opponent and end the game while you are stronger, pretty much. So right now, because of the vessel, I heal myself. We also have a warlock who can heal us. And we can continue pushing. Or even if we're not pushing, we can continue staying in an aggressive position. And consistently keep looking to make kills happen. I feel like my Centaur is playing a little bit too much alone. As a position 3, you're very similar to the position 4. So as a position 3 offlaner, you also should be playing a lot around your teammates. You can't really do that much alone. As you can see, my Centaur has died 9 times, by far the most. And to be completely honest, he's misplaying a lot this game. It's either misunderstanding his role, or like misplaying. Because what Centaur does is he's kind of like Spirit Breaker, but he's not a position 4 hero really. He's like Spirit Breaker in a sense that he makes stuff happen. He's not a very good split pusher. He's not a Beastmaster that if you give him time, he's gonna destroy a tower by himself. Like, Centaur barely deals any building damage. If the tower is hitting you and you deal return damage to the tower and stuff like that, sure, but it's not really how you wanna play. Like, as a Centaur, you are a ganker. You pick up a Blink Dagger and you kill enemies. You gank enemies. So here this Pudge sees me coming because they have vision. But looks like I will keep going here. This is a little bit dangerous situation and I want the Centaur to go first. Does he have a blink yet even? Yeah, he does. He has blink and pipe. Okay. So Centaur overall this game should be a lot less split pushing and more looking to kill enemies, but at least we have the Spirit Breaker who is constantly doing that. And right now I am part of 28 as 28 out of 30 kills. That's like huge impact, huge contribution to the game so far, I would say. This is why this is a game I really wanted to share, because it really shows how much game winning, like how much you can actually do as a position 4 support, how game winning it is when you're having a good game, and like how much you can do to contribute to win a game of Dota 2, you know? So right now we're pushing the bottom racks, and the only way of stopping us is if they hook us. So I made it clear, I told everyone, we dodge the Pudge hook and the base is free to take. Necrophos bought back. And in this game I remember that I tried to Rosh a lot of the times. I was telling my teammates to go Rosh, but I don't know, for some reason Medusa didn't want to Rosh. The best time, or one of the best times to get Roshan is when you're stronger than the enemy. Right now, if you think to yourself, at this point of the game, when we have such huge lead, we are taking bottom racks and enemies haven't taken a single tier 1 tower. And you cannot see in game this, but you can see it on the replay. We are 20,000 gold ahead. Minute 20 into the game. That's like 95% win probability already. Let's see, win probability is like 100% at this point. So like we're supposed to win this game 100% given this much advantage at the moment. So when you're that stronger than the enemy team, you should think, if we go Rosh and they come fight us, we win the fight 100%, right? We are 50 times stronger than them. So if they contest Rosh, we win the fight and we take Roshan. And if they don't contest Rosh, then we just get Rosh. Like in both situations, it's a huge win-win. There is no loss. They come to contest and they die and then we take Rosh, or we just take Rosh. That's a really good combo right there. The Nimbus from Zeus together with Centaur 2-man stun, that was a really good 2-man stun. And this right now is when I was telling to my teammates to go Roshan, because 2 of the enemy heroes are dead and we, like, you know, Pudge is respawning in 10 seconds, and the only way things could go wrong for us in this game is if we get hooked deep into tier 4 tower and we just get wiped. And I think they finally listened and we went Rosh, or more like everybody except Medusa went Rosh. You can see how everybody except Medusa started to go Roche. But then we turned back because we are like, well, without Medusa we can't do shit. And he gets hooked here, but I think he survives it because he is tanky enough to survive it. He's actually gonna die. He's actually gonna die. And the fact is, if we did Roche, Medusa would have a second life right now. And the only reason we are winning and taking objectives is because we are much stronger than them. So if we went Roche, Medusa would be alive. And right now, we would be hitting the throne, most likely. Because Medusa would have a second life. Like, sometimes people are... I forgot the word in English. I am like that a lot of the times too. You know, when you tell someone to do something, but they do their own thing? Like, they insist on doing their own thing. Like... Stubborn, I think it was. Or something similar to that word. Stubborn? Yeah, something like that. I am like that a lot of the times too. But, like, it's not good. It's not good to be like that all the time. Because if the Medusa wasn't like that, he would listen to me and go Roche. And now the game would be over. Instead of that, we're doing some clown fiesta shit, like... I'm like trying to kill a Pudge and then I'm juking hooks. Because I want to maintain an aggressive position and continue looking for pickoffs and plays. As you can see, I have only 11 CS. I have... Actually, my position 5 Warlock has 54 last hits. I have the lowest last hits in the game. But at the same time, one of the biggest contribution in the game. One of the highest. Or biggest. Oh, that's a really big one here. That was huge right there. They killed the Medusa again. But, actually, I'm surprised of how hard the enemies are trying this game. In some games, people would give up and, like, start raging and stuff. And even destroying their items and AFKing on Fountain. Enemies are 2 Raxes down, and they are still trying to play Dota. They are smoking out of their base, and they are picking off our carry. Like, right now, our carry is dead for 1 minute. So I'm a little bit surprised, but it's a good thing because this is the mentality that the enemy has. The enemies has this game. This is the mentality you should have for Dota. Don't give up and look to do stuff. I have my talent for charge speed, so you can see the charge is really fast now. And we killed the Pudge as well. I feel like our carry has been dead in the last 3 fights, and we're taking all the objective and everything without him. Who needs a carry, right? When you have me, Kappa. Oh, the charge pushed him on the high ground and I couldn't attack once again. I needed one more auto attack and the Sky would have died there probably.
Radiant's Ancient is under attack.
The enemies are still not giving up. It's insane actually. They are playing against Mega Creeps and they are still defending. It's actually crazy. At this point, I'm asking myself, why are they not just not letting the game end? The game is over. Oh, Nimbus there. Take bounty runes. So, the first items were... I forgot to talk about Spirit Breaker items. Urn of Shadows, one of the most important things. Upgrading into Spirit Vessel, super important as well. Spirit Vessel scales well into the late game as well. And it's very nice against heroes with healing, like Necrophos. Because Spirit Vessel lowers healing, and Necrophos heals himself a lot. So, Vessel is a counter to Necrophos. In this game I bought Shadowblade. I like Shadowblade on Spirit Breaker a lot, because you can activate Shadowblade while charging, and that way they won't see you coming unless they have Sentry and Observer next to each other. Full vision. BKB is very important in a lot of Spirit Breaker games. You will be in a situation where you need a BKB. I assure you that. Depending on the game, you know, Assault Cuirass can be good, but that's a very expensive and late game item. Sometimes Blade Mail is very good on Spirit Breaker. And that's it pretty much. Upgrading into Power Treads is very good. I don't know why I didn't upgrade this game. I stayed with Brown Boots the entire game. Upgrading into Treads is a lot of value because they give you more strength. That means a lot more HP, more damage. And it's just really good. And more attack speed. So you can kill heroes in the mid game. Yeah, that's it pretty much. Okay, not much support contribution in this one, let me tell you that. They had no Invis heroes. I think they had a Glimmer Cape. No, they had a Beastmaster Shadowblade, so that's why I had a Dust. And then I bought only one Observer Ward, really. And I can see that the Warlock didn't buy any sentries. No wonder the enemy had their vision on the map the entire time. Nah, it's okay, I'm just kidding, not really. But it's like... It's our job to de-ward and ward. And probably because the game was going super well and like he was not struggling. And as you can see, he was still able to afford items. Even though he's the position 5 that spends... Position 5 is going to be the hero that spends most gold in Observer Wards and Sentries. So even though he did that, he still was able to afford a lot of items. If the game was closer or if you were losing, you would probably need to help your position 5 with warding and dewarding a lot more when you play position 4. But in a perfect game, the position 5 would be spending a lot more in support contribution than you. So pretty much that's it for this video. Yesterday I showed you the beauty of Lifestealer and Carry Roll, how you split push the map and force the enemies to react and force rotations and all that stuff. And today I'm glad I was able to show you the beauty of the position 4 and 42 assists, by the way, in a 33-minute game. I was part of 50 out of 55 kills. Like, this is one of the best Spirit Breaker games I've had ever. I think I did really well this game. Everyone from my team as well, of course, but here we're talking about me. We're looking at my player perspective. And I think on my part, I did super well. So I'm glad I was able to show this to you today. Remember, position 4, go to the beginning of the videos and hear again the heroes I mentioned. Position 4, stay aggressive, make kills happen. You are the one who wins games. Position 4 wins games really hard. Thanks for watching the video. Don't forget to like it if you enjoyed it. And if you're new to my channel, subscribe. I upload videos almost every day. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Good luck and have fun playing games.